Welcome back everyone to Lammas Creations DIY. We're still into the winter edition where I'll be making crafts that go in between Christmas and Valentine's Day. Today we're going to make a few different ways of how to make snowflakes. So let's start crafting. For this first craft, what you'll need are some clothespins. What we're going to do is I've got 9 set there. We're going to take them all apart. You'll see I have 3 different piles because I'm going to be making 3 of them. Then we're going to glue the clothespin back to back, just like that. And you're going to do that to all 9. Then we're going to go and I'm painting mine in this sheepskin by Folk Art. It's a chalk paint. Now that they're all dry, I'm going to pre-set up my snowflake, just arranging it to the way I like. You can do it any which way you want. You can have the clothespins standing upwards so the bumpies are on top and bottom. Just arrange it to what you like. And then using some hot glue, I'm going to glue it all together. Trying to keep the form that I set up as best as I can. What better to have for winter decoration than snowflakes? It surely does show the meaning of winter, I guess, eh? And there it is. Now, those are my 3 snowflakes that I made. Going to take some nylon rope, cut some off, and then I'm going to this nylon rope comes in 3 threads, 3 separate threads that are wound together. So I separate all 3. And then I'm going to thread it through the middle, bring it up and around, and tie it. And then I add a little bit of hot glue just to hold that tie down. Then I'm going to take that string and go up along one of the clothespins and glue it along there. So this way when it's hanging, it doesn't flop over. It kind of hangs straight. And I do this to all 3 of them. And here's how they look. Super easy and fun to make. The longest part of doing this is waiting for the paint to dry. I hope everyone tries these out as well. On to our next craft. So again, I'm taking smaller clothespins and I'm going to do exactly the same as what I just did, except for with smaller clothespins. Take them all apart and then paint them with the sheepskin Folk Art chalk paint. Now this is how I'm gluing these ones together. I made one with just the one piece. I didn't glue the 2 clothespins together. And then I made another 2. Did I make 2? Yes, and then I made another 2 in a different style. And again, just using hot glue. That's how that one turned out. Now look at this. Look what I received from Totally Dazzled. They sent me some more gems. Some beautiful little bedazzled things. I can't forget what they're called. I love them. I've got teal, a multicolored, an antique with pearls on it, and then I've got this blue one. And these are the ones I'm going to use next. So, picking out 3 that I want. Ones that'll fit and look good on these little snowflakes. I'm going to glue them right into the center. Just with some hot glue. Just like that. So pretty. Now this here I received from CoBeads. They emailed me and asked me if I would like to showcase some of their stuff. And there's different kinds of beads and those kind of wonky beads, clear beads. These here are like little gems I'll show you in a second as soon as I open the package there. They came wrapped really well. But they're little colorful gems. There's blue and red and purple and yellow and pink and all these cute little gems. And then this was my favorite at this point in time, are these snowflakes. They're silicone snowflakes. And you'll see what I'm going to do with these next. Using some hot glue. I used clear and blue. I was wanted to do all of them blue, but I only had 2 blue hot glue, so I only got 1. But I'm going to fill the silicone with the hot glue. And I do 3 of them. I know you see 5 sitting there, but I only do 3. My hand was getting sore. And watch how it turns out. I wish I would have had more blue glue because the blue one turned out pretty awesome. The other 2 are awesome too, but this blue one you'll see in a second. And all you do is just peel the silicone off of the glue. And look at that. Isn't that neat? Now, taking also those funky beads there that I got from CoBeads and some other beads that I have, I'm going to paint them all. Again, just with that sheepskin paint that I've been using. Now, taking the bigger one of the bead, I'm going to add some hot glue. And then I'm going to glue on the medium bead on top of that. And then I'm going to, one of those wonky beads, I guess it's like a hexagon, I'm going to glue that one on top of the medium bead, making sure that the holes are going side to side. Because we're going to need those. Then taking my Sharpie marker, I'm going to put in his eyes and his little mouth, 3 little dots, and with a paint marker add in his nose, cute little tiny snowman. And then I decided I wanted some arms, so I drew in some stick arms. Then I have this silver ribbon. I believe I got it from Dollarama. I cut off a couple pieces, cut them in half because they were too wide, and we're going to wrap it around between his head and his body and make him a scarf. Sparkly scarf. Then I trim off the end, and I put little slits at the end to make it look like it's a little shaggy there, like a scarf is. I do that to all 3. Now I have these snowflakes I'm going to paint in the sheepskin color, and then one of these tags I painted in the blue, but don't worry about the tag, I don't end up using it. Then taking these silver snowflake stickers, they're kind of glimmery, I stick 3 into the middle of those wooden snowflakes. Don't worry about that tag, I don't use it. Now here's everything. I realized I had no way of hanging these snowflakes, so I took a little piece of rope and I made a loop and glued it to each of the little snowflakes. And remember those big snowflakes? We're going to use those too. Now what I'm doing is with some more nylon rope, and you'll see I forgot there's beads there on top of the wood filler, blue beads. I had to paint a bunch of those because I needed them. So I string on a bead, then I string on a clothespin snowflake, another bead, and then a bead and a snowflake and a bead, and a bead in the glue snowflake and a bead, and a bead and a snowman and a bead, and I continue this until I've got everything done. Then at the end I tie a knot, take one of those big snowflakes that we made in the first craft, and I glue it onto the rope. And then the reason why we put those beads there is I take them and I glue them to each of the ornaments so that they don't flip around and move around on the string. I want them to stay where they are. And I just glue them to the sides wherever there's a spot to glue it. And it helps it to stay put. And I continue this all the way down. And then I also put 2 little loops on the end of each rope so I can hang it. And when you're done that, this project is finished. I apologize for the way this showing is. I had nowhere to hang it. And unfortunately I dropped it and 2 of my big snowflakes broke, but they're easy to fix. But this is what it looks like. You can see that's my garage right now. It's full of dressers and drawers and stuff. We just did our son's bedroom. And all those old dressers are in the garage with my crafting area. Oh, it's squishy in there. But I love the garland. I would like to thank everybody for watching and coming back and seeing me. To all my subscribers, thank you for always being here. If you're new, please hit that like button, comment, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I hope everyone has a wonderful Thursday, and we'll see you again next time.